Hi everyone, this is Jackie here from Celtic Vision and welcome to today's reading. It's a pick a card love reading and it's one that's been requested and one that I haven't done before. It's about third party situation. So me versus them. So how does your person of interest feel about you and how do they feel about the other party? So I guess this is a reading that if you're triggered easily may not be for you. Okay, so we have three piles. We've pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and I've put the timestamps in the description box below, so if you want to take a moment and decide which pile you're going to choose, and then we'll get started. So we've pile number 1, and the top line or the top row will be their feelings for you. Okay, so we have 5 of Swords in reverse, Knight of Cups, Page of Wands or Rods, we have the 2 of Cups in reverse, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, Storm Warning, Woman holding a coin, Victim mentality, and True love. Okay, and we have Desire and Let your friends help you. Okay, so we'll have a look at how they feel about you first. So what are their feelings towards you? Well, we have true love, so this person reckons they feel love towards you. They have these loving feelings. They desire you. We have desire there, so they look at you as someone who is desirable. And they seem to admire you. They seem to look up to you actually, as in they see you as someone of value. We have Woman holding a coin here. So now maybe you are someone that from a material point of view may be wealthy, but even if you're not, they still see you as someone of value. And that in a way makes them feel insecure. We have victim mentality. That seems to trigger some sort of insecurities in them. It's almost like, am I good enough is how they're feeling. I'm not sure if I'm good enough for this person. They may never say that to you, but it's almost like there's this thing going on in their head and they feel it's kind of caused a block for them. They feel stuck. They're not sure what to do. And if we look over here, we have the 5 of Swords in reverse. So it's their feelings for you are very challenging for them. It's like they want to do the right thing and they are very struck by you. And like with the Knight of Cups, so it's almost like they do want to in a sense rush towards you and offer you love and do the right thing. Possibility of a committed relationship here, but really they're feeling insecure. And there's a level of immaturity as well. It feels like it's almost like this is where they have to grow up, and it's kind of scaring them a little. But there is a bit of an immature energy, and like we have the 2 of Cups in reverse, so they're feeling blocked. They may want to offer all this love to you because they know there's something special here, or it has the potential to be special, but they're blocking it at the minute. And look, we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, so I think they're afraid that they can't offer you the material wealth that you deserve. You may not be looking for that, but they feel that they can't match either your level or to do, to match expectations. You may not have that much expectations, but they feel that they need to, provide a certain level of material well-being, and that's causing them bother. And we have the Storm Warning, so they're trying they have been trying to work all this out in their mind, but really they've been a bit conflicted. And then we have Let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. So they are confused, but they so we'll just see what they feel for the other person actually. Okay, we'll have a look at the cards. So we have the Lovers, okay, the Fool, Temperance, Ace of Wands in reverse, Ace of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Victory in reverse, New beginning, Behind a mask, Past life relationship, and Watching you. Okay, so how do they feel about this other person? Okay, well, we have past life relationship here, so I'm certainly getting that this person may be someone from the past in this lifetime. It could be an ex, it's come round again, or someone from a previous lifetime. But either way, it's almost like there's a level of comfort with this person. This person makes them feel comfortable. Look, we have the Lovers here, but it's like the woman is holding the man and almost comforting the man, and it's kind of like they're getting support from this person, and it's lovely, it's nice, it's comforting for them, and it's lovely. But it's kind of, it's a different relationship altogether to the one they have with you. Their feelings for you challenge them, because I believe they've deeper feelings for you than they certainly have for this person. As I said, this is like a comfortable old relationship, and it's grand and all that, but we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. They're not very inspired. It's not a particularly inspiring relationship. I don't see a lot of passion here per se, even though we have the Fool card. They might be making a fool of themselves with this person, or they may reckon they could have a beginning with this person, but no, it's not really what they want. Look, we have Behind a mask. They're not being authentic to their feelings. They're kind of hiding that part of themselves. They're hiding, and maybe this is the way they've always coped in their life. It's quite a possibility, and that's how they approach relationships before. But being with you, they have to come out from behind the mask, and that's what they're finding difficult. Maybe they feel exposed, and this is the conflict for them. Whereas with this relationship, they don't have to. They can just coast along fairly nicely. But it's not really where they want to be, and it's not the type of relationship they actually want, and they know that at some level. The Ace of Swords, they want a new start with this person, but I don't see it happening, and they're juggling. They're in a quandary. They're feeling ungrounded. They don't know what they're doing, really. They're kind of really messing around with this other person, and to be fair to the other person, it's not a great situation for them either, for anybody involved, really. But yeah, they don't know what they're doing. As in terms of this leading anywhere, I don't see it leading anywhere. We've Victory in reverse, so it's not like this. I feel this relationship is going nowhere. As I said, they may have been together before, and really, I think it's just back to the way it was, whatever that scenario was. This relationship can't really grow. He or she may want it to go in that direction, but I can't see it, because it's behind a mask. You have to be authentic at the end of the day, and that's the challenge up here for this person. So they have to, in a sense, grow up and be more authentic. Yeah. Whereas this relationship makes them feel fairly comfortable. They can hide. They don't have to worry about that. But ultimately, that's not satisfying. So with you is the more satisfying relationship ultimately. But they have to really grow up. Absolutely. So, but in the meantime, you have to decide what you want, and obviously look after yourself and put your own needs first here. Just mind yourself. So there you go. So if you like this reading, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Okay guys, this is pile number 2. Now the top line will be how they feel about you. So we have the Queen of Swords, 5 of Cups, the Tower, Chariot, Lovers, Archangel Uriel, which is 7th chakra. Caring connections, intuition and manifestation in reverse, and back and forth. Attraction, they want you to forgive them. Now the second line is how they feel about the other person. So we have Knight of Rods or Wands in reverse, Queen of Pentacles, the Moon, 5 of Wands, the Hanged Man, 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, financial constraints, loss, decrease, pay attention to the red flags, and blunt. Okay, so how do they feel about you guys? How do they feel about you? How does your person feel about you? Okay, well, they want you to forgive them. Okay. So one of the scenarios here is, we have the Tower card here. So one of the scenarios is there was a tower moment in your relationship, and I'd imagine it involved this other person. Your person of interest went off with this other person or had a fling or whatever. You found out and decided that was it, it wasn't acceptable for you. You went into a type of Queen of Swords mode, just said goodbye to the relationship, or you may have parted, for some of you at least. And yeah, but now they regret that. They want you back. They regret this other relationship. They miss you. We have 5 of Cups. They want you guys to get back together. They want a reunion with you. I think they realise now what they let go, what they messed around with. And we still have attraction here. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So they're still very attracted to you. We have caring connections. So I think this person, all along they may have been feeling this, but really I think this other person may have turned their head in some way, but they do care about you, even if they didn't act in a caring way. But they care about you and they want you back. And we have this Chariot card, so they want to do what they need. They're willing to do whatever it takes to get you back, and they're quite, really want to go for it with the Lovers, because they do feel very passionate about you, and they're, they want a reunion with you. They want to get back together. They want to show you their love. Yeah. And it's like before, when they met this other person, they were really, whatever happened, and we look at that in a moment, they were like back and forth. They really, their head was turned. They lost focus, as it were, on your relationship. And they went against intuition, manifestation, reverse. They went against their intuition, their own feelings, and went with this other person. And they their intuition was, they ignored it. And like we have Archangel Uriel here, 7th chakra, it's almost like they're coming back to themselves again, getting back in tune with their intuition, their own personal power. It's like for some reason they gave it away and they just lost the plot, really. And they didn't treat you very well in the process. But they want you to forgive them and to start over again if that's possible. That'll be up to you, of course. So how do they feel about the other person? Well, I think initially they had it like they looked at this other person like a Queen of Pentacles type, and I think this person somehow turned their head. It's almost like this person, well, first of all, I think this person wasn't what they seemed, because we have the Moon beside it. There was a level of deception as such, or your person perceived them completely wrong or different to what they actually are. So when they got together, I think things started to unravel fairly quickly. We've the Knight of Rods or Wands in reverse, so I think the rowing started probably fairly quick with the Five of Wands, so a bit of conflict between the two fairly quickly in the relationship. It's almost like, I think your person really misread this other person. And we've the fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel, so this is all about, it's your throat chakra, speaking your truth, being authentic, being able to voice your opinion and your thoughts, all of that kind of thing. It's like your person couldn't do that. They couldn't be themselves in the relationship. The relationship really wasn't a good relationship, or isn't a good relationship for them. If they're still in it, they're gonna get out of it. They're gonna, they'll separate from this person. If they haven't done that already, but I think they will, and I think it'll be fairly soon as well. But yeah, this person, excuse me, like with the Hanged Man, so your person felt, as I said, they couldn't be authentic. They almost had to sacrifice a part of themselves to be in this relationship. They were stuck in a limbo, really. Well, worse than being stuck in limbo, they really couldn't be authentic at all. And then we have financial constraints, so there is a possibility, and we've lost beside it, so there is a possibility that this other person may have been interested in your person for financial reasons. That's one possibility. Or your person anyway, financial constraints and loss, and I do believe there may have been some sort of financial loss here. Maybe because of this other person, or maybe it happened anyway, and this certainly put even more pressure on that relationship, because I think there might have been, this other person may have been interested in money. But this last card, I think, also represents the fact that your person's going to separate from this other person if they haven't done so already. I think it's quite a toxic relationship. It's not a good one. It's not a good one for your person. And it's probably not good for that person either. And we've got decrease, so your person is in a cycle of decrease. It's almost like this relationship has really, as I said, it's quite toxic energy, and it has affected them, affected their energy, and it's almost like they're in a bit of a downward spiral because of it. Really, it's not been a good relationship for them. So I think they realise what they have in you, or had in you, and realise how they mess things up. Hence, they want you to forgive them, and they see you as being the person they want to be with, or at least, but yeah, it's up to you really now whether you want to, what you want to do. Of course, it's important to mind yourself in a situation like this and just do what pleases yourself. But yeah, it looks like they're really sorry they got involved with this other person, and that they messed you around. Oh, we have this, sorry, I never looked at these cards. Pay attention to the red flags. Well, certainly, they didn't pay attention to the red flags of this relationship, but I think they realise that now. And we have blunt. So usually that refers to someone speaking their mind. Now, certainly I don't think they could speak their mind very well in this relationship, but I think it also means blunt, as in their emotions have become blunted as a result, being in this relationship, and their emotions or their feelings for this other person have definitely diminished to the point where it's, said if they're still together, I don't think they'll be together for long. So there you go. So what you want to do with the after that, if you're still interested in this person, well, that's, I suppose, up to you. But there you go. So if you like this reading, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. And we've pile number 3. Now, the first row of cards will be how they feel about you, and we have the Hanged Man, Six of Rods or Wands in reverse, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Wands, the Empress, Fear, Kindred Partnership in reverse, Journey, Door to Romance in reverse, and player and trust. Okay, and this other line is how they feel about the other person. We have the Chariot, 8 of Cups, 4 of Cups, High Priestess in reverse, Knight of Swords, or Wands, sorry, in reverse, Envy, Broken Heart in reverse, Great Achievement, Fragmented Energy, Love Yourself First, and Impulsive. Okay, so first of all we look at how do they feel excuse me, about you. What are their feelings towards you before we look at how they feel about the other person. Okay, so what are their feelings towards you? And we have the Empress energy. So to them, you are their Empress, you know, this beautiful person, creative, abundant, the divine feminine. And yeah, but we have the 6 of Rods or Wands in reverse. They were disloyal to you in some way. Well, I'd imagine it's with the third party. They didn't honour that their feelings towards you. And there seems to be love here, but they acted disrespectfully. They disrespected your relationship. And some of you would have broken up. And we have the player energy here, actually the player card, so they were in that type of energy. Okay, now we have the fear card. So this person is afraid, if you guys broke up, they're afraid that they'll never see you again, or you guys won't get back together. Or if you're together, they're afraid that you'll actually leave them, that you will separate, because there is actually distance in these cards. So some of you are definitely at a distance from one another. We have Door to Romance in reverse. So that's kind of talking about a separation. It can be obviously an emotional one, but also an actual physical separation. And also we have Kindred Partnership in reverse. That talks about separation as well. So some of you guys will definitely have separated and won't be seeing each other, or maybe not in contact. And we have a journey, so that can indicate a move, a relocation, travel, distance as well. So some of you definitely, or maybe a lot of you, have separated. And look, we have the 3 of Wands, so they're looking out over the horizon, looking into the distance. However, they do want you back. If you guys aren't together, they do want you back. They're planning, they're hoping, they're having faith. And they have this trust card. It says this situation is calling for you to have faith, for them to have faith, to trust that they can get you back. Well, we'll see now what else is going on here. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like they want this new start with you. They want you back. They want you guys to be together. They want a real solid foundation going forward. They want to build that with you, despite what's happened. And they're sorry about that. I think they realise what they've done. With the Hangman energy, it's almost like they've gone through a transition, or they realise they've come to a realisation of their situation and what they've done. And they're sorry about that. Because when I look at just the other relationship here, how they feel about the other person, well, there's very little of the other person actually in these cards. It's more about them. We have impulsive. They acted impulsively with this person. So that's telling me it may have just been a quick fling, maybe one night stand, or maybe even if it was a so-called relationship, going on over a period of time, it didn't seem to mean anything to them. And we have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. It's almost like there's a basic lack of self-respect with them. Well, I suppose anyone that's in a type of player energy where, anyone that would jeopardize a relationship with the Empress just for a quick fling, or a relationship that doesn't mean that much to them is lacking self-respect for whatever reason. And I think they've realised that now. This other relationship, 4 Cups, disappointment in themselves as much as the relationship being a disappointment. It's like they've let themselves down, they've let you down, but they feel disappointed in themselves. The Chariot energy, they were reckless, they were impulsive, and it just was the wrong thing to do. We've the High Priestess in reverse. They weren't listening to themselves, listening to their inner voice, their intuition, their inner guidance. They just completely disregarded that. Knight of Wands in reverse, reckless energy, reckless behaviour, not very respectful to the self or to anyone else, of course, to you. It's like, what was going on? We have the Envy card, and this is about a basic lack of a satisfaction, or a basic lack within, even though they have everything. This person here, she's envious of what's out there, but she has all these jewels in her hand and she doesn't see it. She's not seeing what she has. Something was driving her to look out and to miss what's going on here. And it's almost like that basic lack within them, and it's nothing to do with you or anyone around them. It's an internal thing, something they have to come to terms with. This impulsive behaviour that really destroyed this, or threatened this relationship at least. Look, this fragmented energy, and that's it. It's kind of, they're a bit all over the place. They've been feeling like that. Fragmented, reckless. They need to focus on their needs, their inner self, their needs, honouring themselves, and then they'll automatically honour the people around them, including you. Now the thing is, we have 2 cards here. Broken Heart in reverse and Great Achievement. So it's almost like this card is usually about inner achievement. So I think this person can do the healing they need to do. And Broken Heart in reverse is saying that leaving behind situations that have broken hearts, and not just their own but other people's, and being able to step forward into a more positive time in their lives. So I would say that there is a good chance that they may be able to turn this around, that type of player energy. And I'm not saying that they've been doing that to you all along, but it's been in them, and it's like they're aware of that, and they seem to be aware of what they need to do, because they want you back. They want a new start with you, so they know they have to deal with their own issues first. And the Fear card here, this is they're frightened that they may never get you back, or if they're with you that you leave them. But it often means the fear is unwarranted, so it may indicate, and I could be wrong on this, that there is a possibility that you may consider giving them another chance. I'm not saying you have to by any means, absolutely not. You have to use your own discretion. I'm not saying they deserve a chance or anything like that, but it may indicate that some of you are considering giving them another chance. So if that's the case, I suppose self-respect is the important thing there, from making sure that they have learnt from the scenario, and that they've got a handle on the old impulsive behaviour, for their sake and your sake as well, going forward. So yeah, but in terms of this other person, I there's very little of the other person here. It's more about them, and that was the whole point, I think, of the third party thing, that they were acting out really and hurt people in the process. So really, what you want to do, you need to just mind yourself, look after yourself, and do what's right for you. So yeah, so if you like this reading, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.